Hello, everybody, wherever you are. I'm Dr. Arkojit Ghosh, consultant diabetologist and physician at BP Podar Hospital, Apollo Clinic, and at various other chambers in Calcutta. Also, consultant at Iris Hospital, Hindustan Health Point Hospital. Uh, Today, we are just talking about understanding of hypertension. We are not going to discuss about the treatment of hypertension, but we'll just solely focus on understanding of hypertension. Now, generally, everyone would like to have a healthy and a normal blood pressure. But what does that exactly mean? Each time when the heart pumps or beats, it pumps blood into the blood vessels. Now, this creates pressure against the walls of the blood vessel. This is actually called blood pressure. Now, this blood pressure actually is around 120 by 80. Again, I would like to say that what is a systolic and what is a diastolic pressure. Now, the blood pressure which is written above is the systolic blood pressure, and what is below it is the diastolic blood pressure. Now, normally in a healthy person, it rises and falls throughout the day. However, if the blood pressure remains persistently high during the day, we say that the patient is actually hypertensive and the condition is known as hypertension. Now, high blood pressure usually develops over time. It can happen that uh, because of unhealthy lifestyle, the choices, for example, having enough, not having enough physical activity, obesity, smoking, high alcohol consumption, and stress. These are the factors which can cause a high blood pressure. Now, what are the other factors? Age is a very important factor. Chance of hypertension increases with age. Now, family history of high blood pressure is very important. Even high salt intake for certain persons is important. Now, this is very important here is what is this high salt intake? Now, high salt intake for a particular person has to be assessed thoroughly. It is not about having an extra spoon of salt in a particular plate during having a sumptuous meal. Now, that salt is not very high. Please, you have to check what is the salt content of the food you are consuming. For example, the processed foods. Now, the processed foods actually contain very high amount of salt. Now, those food as well as fast food need to be avoided for preventing hypertension. Also, another important factor is stress. Now, what is this stress? Now, most of the people who are working in IT industry, most of the people who are working in health industry of late, who were having COVID, these people were undergoing a lot of stress, and they still undergo a lot of stress. Stress can actually precipitate hypertension. So, moving on, hypertension does not have any obvious sign or symptom. So, that is why it is often called the silent killer. As because early and accurate diagnosis is very important in the management of hypertension, it is important that it is diagnosed very early and very rapidly. I would personally say that for every patient, we should check the blood pressure. All doctors should check the blood pressure, whosoever be the patient and whatsoever may be the complaint of the patient. If the patient comes with a low back pain also, please check the blood pressure. If the patient comes to you with high blood sugars, definitely check blood pressure. If the patient comes to you with any uh, other symptoms like pain abdomen, some seizure disorder, some neurological disorder, some psychological disorder, blood pressure should be checked in all and sundry, and it is very important to note the blood pressure. Majority of the hypertensive patients are asymptomatic. I would say that there are symptoms like morning headaches, tiredness, vision changes, some other symptoms like buzzing of ears, fatigue, nausea, vomiting. But majority of these hypertensive patients are absolutely asymptomatic, and most of the patients are diagnosed routinely during uh, a normal blood pressure check. A normal blood pressure check often diagnoses indolent, undiagnosed hypertension. So blood pressure checking for all patients is mandatory for the doctors. Now, a healthy blood pressure is 120 by 80, which I've already stated, 120 being systolic and 80 being diastolic. Please remember that this 120 by 80 is not a computerized number, and it will not be the same for all patients. If a patient has a blood pressure of 130 by 70, please treat that as normal. If the patient has a blood pressure of 110 by 80, please treat that as normal. Now, these kind of variations about 10 mm per mmHg is absolutely normal for any patient. Please do not think that you have to treat these patients. A diurnal variation of blood pressure can also happen, and that has to be treated as normal as well. Now, what are the things you can do to prevent blood pressure? Most important thing is prevent hypertension rather. Most important thing is regular exercise. Now, regular exercising renders a strong heart, and a strong heart can pump blood without any difficulty. So, regular exercising is very important for a healthy lifestyle, for good health also. Regular exercising maintains your body weight. Obesity is a very important precipitating factor for hypertension. So, regular physical activity and regular exercising is very important. Now, a healthy diet. What is actually a healthy diet? A healthy diet which contains a high amount of vegetables, fruits, and whole grains is recommended for hypertensive patients. There are certain diets like DASH diet or Mediterranean diet. Eating of these eating patterns are defined by various ways by the dietitians. Now, it is very important that if you have to resort to a DASH diet or a Mediterranean diet, please consult a dietitian. Please note whether you are a suitable candidate for a DASH diet or a Mediterranean diet. Eating less saturated fat, especially trans fat, is very important. It prevents hypertension. Getting plenty of potassium in your food is important, and also limiting sodium in your food is very important, which I have discussed already. Now, reducing sodium in the diet is very important, which I have already stated. You have to eat food that contains less amount of salt. Please avoid fast foods. Please avoid processed foods, and do not add salt. Please remember, one level teaspoon salt contains 2,300 milligrams of sodium. So please do not add any extra salt to to the food which you're already eating, because that has been cooked with some amount of salt already. Please do not add salt. But most importantly, avoid processed foods. That is important. Now, smoking has to be quit, and it has to be quit for many other things, including blood pressure. Blood pressure is high blood pressure can be prevented by quitting smoking. Now, regular blood pressure monitoring is important for certain patients who have a fluctuant blood pressure. For those patients, I usually advise self monitoring of blood pressure. um, Stress management has to be done by learning how to relax and manage stress, how to relax in between your stressful activity. You have to manage that. Continuous stressful episodes will precipitate hypertension, and also, if you're already hypertensive, it can produce fluctuations in hypertension. Adherence to medicine is very important. Now, when you have been prescribed medication for hypertension, please be very careful. Please be prudent in taking the medication in time. If the medication is prescribed in the morning, please take it in the morning. If it is prescribed at night, please take it at night only. Do not change the time of medications, because that can cause fluctuant blood pressure. So in the end, I would like to suggest that there is nothing more precious than having a fit and a healthy life. Adapting healthy lifestyle is very important for all of us. High blood pressure can be prevented as well as controlled in many ways. So keeping blood pressure in normal range is very important. And I hope you will be benefited by whatever I've said in this video. And please prevent hypertension. Please prevent uh, developing high blood pressure. And even if you have developed so, please stick to proper medications as advised by your physician, and maintain regular monitoring of blood pressure also. If your blood pressure is fluctuant, Visit your doctor if you're having any difficulty regarding this. Thank you so much for joining us in this very short session. Thank you.